What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good? It's like right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating a drink. Look, a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? What's up? It's me, L Teddy 27, and I am back for another review. This is going to be our review for the Real Housewives of Potomac. Potomac. Season 5, this is episode 20. It is the reunion part 1. So we got on our festive headgear. Happy holidays, ho ho ho, as we are talking about these chicks. So what are we eating today? Chocolate dreams again, because they're so good. They taste just like the Samoas. Coconut, fudge, and caramel. They're so good. And what are we drinking on? Listen, I needed a drink for these people. Oh, let me go get my, patented. Sorry, y'all. Had to go get our patented, freshly washed metal straw. And for this. Now, what are we drinking on today? So I put my rubber on to protect my teeth. We are drinking on Empress gin, not vodka gin. It's a blue gin. The actual gin itself is blue. Empress, I recommend it. It's good with some red juice, and we're gonna make a wonderful concoction here. So, all right. So, y'all, this reunion, as I make this concoction, see, I told y'all the gin was blue. See, well, that's a lot of gin. All right, we don't need that much, but we still gonna drink it. This reunion was kind of boring in the beginning. It took a long time to get off the ground and to get its legs underneath it. But once it did, it got better. So, all right, so let's do that. And now we got a wonderful concoction here. And there we have it. All right. So once it got off the ground, y'all, it got better. Okay. So, oh, that's good. So, the first thing that drew my attention was, hello, Bravo production, cameraman. Y'all are some disrespectful ass motherfuckers. Because the last thing I wanted to be doing at the start of this reunion is be looking at 139-year-old Karen's breasts with her bra or whatever thing that was pressing down, shaking together, whatever fix a flat and silicone was running over out of her breast implants or whatever the fuck she got going on her chest. I don't want to see any parts of the geriatric chest of Karen Huger, okay? Why were we looking dead smack in the middle of her cleavage with whatever was holding that shit up? Nobody wants that. No sighted person wants that. You people down to the Bravo owe me about 2 good years on my vision. I'm just telling you now, you owe me a mess. Now, they did this whole montage where they talked about how the girls had grown and how the girls had changed over the years. For all the smoke that y'all say I give this woman, the one thing I will say about that whore, Monique, baby, of all of the women that they showed, in every confessional look Monique had, baby, she was slaying the girls down. You hear me? Now, y'all can say what y'all want to say about Monique. That woman be dressing down in those confessionals. You hear me now? They went through the whole little montage of everybody always have some looks that look all right, some looks that's a damn mess. Some people more a damn mess looks than others. But every one of those confessional looks that Monique had, I was here for her. She was slaying for the gods. And I ain't even a fashion person. I don't even get into fashion, but I ain't gonna lie on her now. She was doing that. Anyway, there was this hodgepodge motley crew of conversations. One of which was Karen trying to read Giselle on her fashions. And then they started asking everybody about Giselle's fashions. And then Robin was asked about to critique Giselle's fashion, and all I could think about was, here we have it, the proverbial kettle and pot having a conversation about the intricacies of the textures and shades of the color black. Do you hear me? The kettle and the pot having an intimate conversation about the intricacies, textures, and shades of the color black. A mess. A damn mess. Just a damn mess. Anyway, I found it cute. So the women started to have this conversation about how Giselle never sees it for a new person on the show. She always gives them a hard time. But when Wendy came on, she embraced Wendy with open arms. And she was like, "Oh yes, I did. That's my soror. That's my soror. My soror. That's her soror." So she says, "Yes, I was never going to shade or not, embrace my soror." And then I don't know which one. I don't know if it was Giselle or Wendy. But let me just be clear. That week ass ski week y'all gave, girl. That ski week y'all gave was the ski week of a girl whose paper and placed in that week ass 72-hour process that the AKAs are known for. I know y'all AKAs finna get in my comments and read me down, honey. But y'all know y'all have the quote unquote 72-hour process for the paper girls. That ski week they gave, child, I felt like Bravo Andy would have gave a much more sickening ski week than what them girls gave. But that's a whole nother story, honey. Anyway, Bravo Andy did seem to know a whole lot about AKA and stuff, honey. Girl, they had you played in Bravo Andy. Girl, you one of them Miyaka girls down there, girl. Inquiring minds want to know. Anyway, now let me tell y'all what kept happening for me. The longer the reunion went on, the more and more Karen talked, the more her ain't shitness came out and irritated and aggravated the entirety of my soul. Like, Karen, the entire first part of this reunion, whenever somebody called her out, whenever somebody called her to the carpet, whenever somebody even had receipts, Bravo was putting out receipts for some of the stuff. She would just either lie or just not even like wax over it, like nobody even mentioned it or said anything. She was a whole mess. She makes my nuts itch. I understand why Ray hasn't had sex with her in 2.5 years. I wouldn't want to have sex with her in 2.5 years. She's an ugly person inside. She's ugly inside. Just an ugly person inside. Listen, that whore is too old to be this level of trash, okay? When you're 139 years old like Karen, to be at this level of ain't shitness and trash, you're just way too fucking old. Bitch, you're supposed to be in retirement somewhere. You're supposed to do like Ray told you. Carry your ass down to my home state of Florida, buy you a nice piece of land, and you buy you some cows. You used to be on a farm and shit. Buy you some cows and horses and animals and shit so you can fuck off and lie to them. Not to us regular people, okay? Girl, get your life. She's just a liar and refuses to own up to it. And you too old for that. See, old people, most of the old people like Karen that I know, they don't have time for lying no more. Because they be like, listen, I'm too old to remember my lies, bitch. I'm going to tell you how I feel. And I'm going to tell you I told you how I feel. Because I'm old and I can say whatever the fuck I want. And ain't a damn thing you can do about it. That's how most old people Karen's age is. But this hoe still trying to act like she up and still trying to lie about what she said. Girl, get your damn life. Get your fucking life. Anyway. It went on and on and on. Baby. When Ashley and Karen and Candace, excuse me, started going back and forth. And Ashley said something to Candace. And Candace said back to that bitch, the man you lay with is itching, bitch. Girl. Oh, I need to drink about the joke. Baby, when Ashley looked at her even talk. Because what do you say after a bitch says to you, the man you lay with is itching? Girl, I was done. And that is where this shit went south. That's when the reunion finally woke up, and this shit just went completely left up after that. Completely left. Baby, when Robin asked Ashley, because then they started talking about Ashley, Satana, and her Damien baby. Her Omen baby, Damien. Damien. And so, because she got mad because what people said on social media about her Omen baby. And so Robin just came out and asked her, so are you saying that it's a bad thing that they say your child looks like your husband? I was like, bitch. And she was like, yes. And I was like, yeah. So even you detest the sight of that racist, sexual deviant you let nut up in you on a daily basis. You sick, nasty, dirty cum whore. She's a whole piece of work. That damn Ashley. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. Because now it's a bad thing for your child to look like its son. Like its father. I guess if its father is a racist, sexual deviant, it would be a bad thing. I guess. A mess. Anyway. Then they went into this whole conversation about colorism. And at first I found myself getting disturbed and bothered by some of the comments on both sides. But then I thought about it. What am I getting mad for? This is not the this is not the platform or arena to unpack the conversation surrounding colorism. Do you see the people on this stage? Do you see the buffoonery that is, running rampant across this good stage? No, this is not the place to have the conversation about colorism. And I'm not going to take anything that you people say on this stage surrounding the conversation of colorism with any type of credence. You want to have a real conversation about colorism with the likes of an Ashley or a Karen. Girl, if y'all don't go sit down somewhere, we ain't doing that. We are not doing that. Anyway, moving on. And if you listen to any video where somebody trying to break down what these people on this stage have said about colorism, turn the video off. Because clearly that person ain't wrapped tightly if they're really thinking that this is a realistic, credible conversation to be had about colorism with the likes of these whores in the Real Housewives of Potomac. Girl, boom. Moving on. Listen, for the rest of the night, that goddamn Karen she was at Giselle's throat. However, what I later noted was, Karen, you are a piece of shit. Because while Giselle is a piece of shit as well, and while Giselle deserves any and all the smoke that is thrown at her, the reason that you are a weak, spineless sack of shit, Karen, is because after Monique's diatribe, which we'll get to in just a second, it became very obvious that you were this, just juvenile and mindless pawn that was being used. And I could tell that any and all information that Karen had on Giselle, or anybody else for that matter, she had gotten from Monique. Remember when they were in Portugal and Karen kept saying, oh, I have information that I'm not going to tell. She had gotten that information. She had told her she got the information on Monique. And while Monique is over here keeping her little, child, we'll get that in a second, the little notebook. Or as Erica De Niro TV calls it, the Trapper Keeper. Shout out to Erica De Niro TV, the Trapper Keeper. But Karen tried to come on stage and flaunt around and sit there like she was all knowing, and she just pulled all of these reads and receipts out on her own. Bitch, you don't know a damn thing, you weak, spineless sack of shit, you. You just went off whatever Monique had told you out of her little trusty book of darkness she had over there. She got her own book of darkness. People say, I got a book of darkness. No, that's a book of darkness. She got over there. So that's all I got to say about that Old geriatric whore ass Karen. I don't see it for that whore. Listen, Monique sat there perched in her little chair the entirety of the night and waited for her opportunity to be summoned and began to read and gather Giselle with surgical and laser like precision. Do you hear me? The way Monique gathered Giselle, baby, when she pulled out that this good notebook that she had, that she claimed she got a tab on everybody with receipts for everybody, including herself. We'll get there in a second. But baby, the way she gathered Giselle with surgical precision, baby, when she said, "Oh, I have the text messages. Oh, hey, boo, is it your man's phone number? Dot 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 dot." And Giselle couldn't do nothing but be like, because even Robin looked like, "Oh, is that his number?" And Giselle couldn't do nothing but say, "Yeah, that's his number." Because let's be clear, we all knew this whole relationship was made up. I mean, it was so obvious and clear that the whole relationship between Jamal and Giselle was made up. But baby, the way that shit got undressed and unpacked by Monique, baby, she wasn't here for it. However, Monique, dear one, doll baby, that was cute. It was cute now. It was sickening now how you did that. But dear one, you seem to have a lot of energy for this here notebook. Okay. Girl, bitch, you didn't even take that many notes when you were in school, okay? Bitch, fucking Wendy with her 4 degrees and a dissertation probably didn't have that many notes on the subject of her dissertation. Bitch, you got 3 kids, a bird, and a husband. Don't you need to be focusing that kind of energy there? Bitch, you have a failed ass entrepreneurial business or whatever, 501c3, lazy mom, whatever garbage, when you couldn't even summon up to sell more than 20 out of the 300 tickets you were supposed to sell. You think had you spent that amount of time, effort, and energy on maybe your business that you got going over, or 501c3 or whatever the fuck that is, it would be more successful? You think if you spent that amount of time on your relationship, your husband wouldn't be over here complaining about not getting enough sex like he has this season? Girl, you better get your fucking life in order, okay? Girl, 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 you got way too much time. See, this is what happened when you ain't on the show. See, I see what was going on. The rest of the girls were booked and busy on the show getting filmed. You were booked and busy at home because they told you we don't want you around here no more. And so you had time on your hand. While you could have been, helping out your kids, trying to get them better educated, letting, them better themselves, working on your relationship at home, working on that failed ass 501c3 business or whatever the fuck it is you got over there. You out here writing notes in your little notebook like you in 4th grade. Girl, get your damn life. This bitch had annotations, APA formatting, and all footnotes and all kinds of shit. Had tabs and dividers and shit. I'm sure the bitch had gold stickers on different pages and shit. Bitch, when you ready to hand out the gold stickers around and place it on everybody's head, the fuck, bitch, I teach for a living, and I ain't focusing that much time on somebody. Girl, get your damn life. Child, y'all, it went off from there. I'm sure we just getting started with the antics and the fuck shit and fuckery. And down to this here reunion. Like I said, it took a while for it to get going, but once it got going, the fuckery, fuck shit, and fucktitude just was rampant everywhere. We'll be back next week for more of the same. I'm sure it'll get worse. But it is what it is. I know we're going to get down in the comment section and y'all going to drag me and beat me for filth. And I'm here for it. We can have this whole conversation in the comment section. I do not care. Let's get it. I don't care. I see y'all in the comment section. That's all I got for y'all until next week. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out.